Seeking refuge from the biting wind, a small cozy cafe came into sight. Sipping warmth to melt your frozen hands, you sat there so quiet and still. The moment our eyes met by chance, your gentle voice gave me a thrill. Your bright smile was warm enough to melt the coldest winter away. Since that day, my monochrome world turned into light, bright as day. Walking together through the cozy evening streets, blowing soft white breath, endlessly walking while holding each other's hands, defying the winter's death. Inside my rough jacket pocket, our fingertips met so tender and deep. The simple fact that you were breathing right by my side, a promise to keep, became the greatest comfort and the strength that pulled me through the cold. Every freezing moment spent with you was a dazzling festival to behold. Dazzling blessings pouring down on your dress like pure white winter snow. My beautiful lady walking down the virgin road with a radiant glow. Amidst countless congratulations, you smiled through tears of grace. The most perfect day, with your love filling up my entire space. I promise to keep this trembling heart and overwhelming emotion true. For the rest of my life, I will deeply cherish and protect you. The first and final choice of my destiny, my beloved wife. Sitting side by side by the small living room window, sharing warm tea. Your clear profile resembling the soft snow drifting outside to me. The precious moments of asking and listening to each other's day. Your voice wiping all the harsh noises of the world completely away. Though it might be just an ordinary routine on any winter day, waking up next to you every morning is my greatest prize. I say, the sentences we wrote together become a thick book of our life, and so that no harsh wind can ever flip our pages through strife, I will pour my entire everyday into our tightly locked hands, because I can stay entirely within your warm seasonal lands. I offer you the most brilliant confession of my existence today. Even if a fierce blizzard rushes in to block our way ahead, I will stand proud and face the great wall of destiny instead. This solid and precious bond that heaven has tied above, I will protect it forever, more passionately than my own life, my love. Thank you for becoming a shining light in my dark, lonely space. I look forward to every tomorrow we will face, face to face, until the day, all the gears of time in this world stop their spin. I will cherish and love you with all the heart I have within. I pretended I was fine just to survive another day, blending into people's laughter with a calm expression on my face. But on my way back home, why are you all I think about again? The memories I thought I erased still hold on to me tonight. The streets we used to walk together have watched the seasons change again and again. But my time stopped completely, still standing on the day you left. Even a simple how are you, I could never bring myself to send. So alone I swallow your name over and over again. People say heartbreak, it's easier with time. Then why do you become more vivid as the days pass by? In the end it was you, no matter how hard I tried. Deep inside my heart, you're still the only one there. Even when I meet someone new, I end up thinking of you. I can be smiling 1 second, then fall apart the next. Why does love grow bigger after goodbye? The warmth I never noticed before now returns only to make me cry. Late at night in this dark room, when I sit here alone, it still feels like I can hear your laughter nearby. Looking at old photos of us, why did we seem so happy back then? I really believed in forever. I thought someday we might accidentally meet again and smile at each other like nothing ever happened. But I still freeze every time I hear your name. In the end it was you, even after all this time. The heart I thought had forgotten was lying to me all along. In the empty place I tried to clear, you still remain in every lonely dawn. I whisper your name again. Why does loving someone hurt this much afterward? Even when people say it's over, I still can't believe it. Do you ever think about me sometimes too? Even for a moment, like passing wind through your mind. Because somehow waiting for you still feels more natural than living without you. In the end it was you, at the end of every season in me. There's still a piece of you I can never return to. People tell me to forget and move on, but it was never that easy. The love may be over, but my heart is still living inside you. And tonight again, unable to fall asleep, I quietly whisper your name into the silence. feels like a long journey to finally stand right here. Through every rough season of my life, you were always near. Deeply loved and sometimes painfully precious to me. Your miracle is now laying down with my destiny. I cannot fill your world with grand promises so bright, but there is one thing I will offer with all my might. Every single morning when you open your eyes to see, I promise the very first sight you face will always be me. The one who became my dazzling day of spring. I will hold all your tomorrows under my wing. Even when the winds blow and heavy rains start to fall, protecting you will be my life, my purpose, my own. Thank you for coming to me, my beautiful wife. Even in the distant future, when our hair turns to gray, a promise that I'll never let this hand slip away. With every breath left in me, I confess to you, the one who became my dazzling day of spring. I will hold all your tomorrows under my wing. Even when the winds blow and heavy rains start to fall, protecting you will be my life, my purpose, my all. Thank you for coming to me, my beautiful wife. For my life that will be filled with only you, I dedicate my whole world to you. Until the day we can no longer look at each other, I will love you. I love you. Even when you fake a smile, the cracks inside won't disappear. At the end of another silent night, you barely make it through the day. Even saying I'm okay feels hard, holding on to your broken breath. The world feels so far away, like you have nowhere to belong. the end of nights, you thought no one would understand. That little breath inside of you still hasn't faded away. It's okay to slowly fall apart. It's okay to stay without a word. Someone is still waiting for you. Deep inside the darkest night, even without a single light, you are not a vanished star. Through this endless freezing night, your breath is still shining. Morning light slips through the window, waking up the frozen time. Even in your tired heart, a little warmth begins to grow. All the days you wanted to forget still carried you this far. Even when your steps are shaking, you are still holding on. At the edge of countless nights when you wanted to let go, deep inside you were waiting for someone to call your name. So please survive this night just a little longer. One day even these tears will help you smile again. You can walk slowly, you can stop and breathe a while. Even at the end of lost emotions, morning always comes again. Even without a single light, you are not a vanished star. Through this cold and empty world, yeah, your breath is still shining. I'll hold the hurting you tonight. Please don't let yourself go. No matter how deep the darkness gets, you are still shining. Your rough, quiet hands used to fill up my glass. The only soul who knew the secrets of my past. Outside the window, midnight winds bitterly cry. At this empty table, only loneliness sits by. In this tilting glass, I'll bury you deep tonight. Even if it burns my throat and tears blur my sight. The burning days we shared, the fire in our prime, I will never forget until the end of time. A pat on the shoulder, sharing the heavy load. I miss your blunt comfort on this lonely road. On your empty chair, the silence starts to fall. Flickering memories are all that I recall. In this tilting glass, I bury you deep tonight. Even if it burns my throat and tears blur my sight. The burning days we share, the end of time. Breath I call your name again. In this tilting glass, I bury you deep tonight. Even if it burns my throat and tears blur my sight. The burning days we shared, the fire in our prime, I will never forget until the end of time. Forever in my heart, goodbye, my dearest friend. Walking alone on the cold rainy street, a heavy breath weighs down on my chest, like smoke fading into the dark night sky. My voice is already broken and dry. Inside my heart, about to explode. The scar you left is carved too deep. I tried to erase it, but I never can. I cry out your name in this cold dawn. So heavy and slow, my eyes in the mirror are fading away, swallowing memories with a shot of strong liquor. You are still lingering in my ears. Inside my heart, about to explode. The scar you left is carved too deep. I tried to erase it, but I never can. I cry out your name in this cold dawn. still standing right here in this cold dawn.
A cold cup of tea still tastes a little like you. I smile like I'm okay, like nothing ever hurt me. Under the familiar city lights, you suddenly come to mind. Even when I turn away, my heart still follows you. I pretended I forgot you, like I was fine without you. I laugh and talk through the day, but every night becomes you again. Oh, but it's still you, the only one left in my heart. But it's still you. At the end of every night, like a song playing after midnight, you keep echoing through my mind. The more I try to erase you, the clearer you remain. Sometimes I wonder if I'll see you once again, even though I know I should let you go. I pretended I forgot you, like nothing ever broke inside. I keep saying I'm alright, but my heart was always yours. But it's still you, the name I can't erase. But it's still you. Tonight I call for you again. Our love already ended, but the feelings still remain. Every lonely dawn I whisper your name again. I thought it was over, thought time would heal everything. But at the end of every day, you were always there. But it's still you, the love I never forgot. But it's still you, you're still inside of me.
I remember the darkness that chased me tight in my life, that felt like a desert storm. The only thing that raised me up at the end of the road was your hand that held me with no condition at all. Today, leaving all my scars behind, I walk right into your bright and beautiful world. When the whole wide world shouts out our name, shout. The heavy stones that the world threw at me, they bruised and broke my fragile heart. But the moment you stood before me in that white dress, all those painful scars turn into a sweet perfume. Today, leaving all my scars behind, I walk right into your bright and beautiful world. When the whole wide world shouts out our name, with my very last breath, it's only you I shout. Out of all the long paths I have walked, the fact that you are here by my side, the most perfect day of my life.
Under the convenience store lights at 2 in the morning, I saw you standing there, smiling before speaking a word. Your hands around a cold coffee can look lonely for so long. Without saying anything, I quietly stood beside you. Maybe love isn't about shining moments, but the one person who comes to mind after hard day. To me, you are like a light through a late night window. You quietly sat down in the middle of my lost heart. Without saying a word, you made me breathe again at the end of a season that kept shaking apart. I found you. Even in the growing silence, we slowly became alike. One silent look from you calmed my tired heart. Though the world moved too fast, the nights with you felt slower. And somehow I wanted those moments to last forever. Without showing every scar, we still understood each other. I never knew resting beside someone could feel this warm. To me, you are like a light through a late night window. You quietly sat down in the middle of my lost heart.
stone kicked on the side of the road. Only dust piled up on my quiet lips, when no one cared to listen to my heavy breath. You alone gently looked into my calloused hands. I'm a man who doesn't know any fancy words, so my lonely heart just beats in the dark. But with that one warmth you left in my dry life, I endure today, and I survive tomorrow. Push my back to run faster, when my scarred feet stopped losing their way. The one who looked into my faded eyes without asking a thing. Your silence is what makes me breathe again. So my lonely heart just beats in the dark. But with that one warmth you left in my dry life, I endure today, and I survive tomorrow. Instead of saying things, I just swallow the smoke. You are the deepest anchor in my dark sea. Without you, I wouldn't even exist.